If I had to start my fitness journey over from zero, I would take a completely different approach than I did the first time around. I used to work and not get any results because I wasn't doing anything intentionally. I wanted the abs, but I didn't monitor my carb or my sugar intake. I wanted to build a lean body, but I didn't prioritize eating the lean foods. I wanted to improve my VO2 max so I could sprint and do harder cardio, but I never trained anything above a light jog. And on top of that, I didn't use rest to my advantage. I was all or nothing. Hard workouts with limited rest days or endless days of low intensity, inconsistent calisthenics. It was no structure to anything I was doing. I also wasn't aware that it's more important to train movement instead of individual muscles. My first fitness job was at LA Fitness, and this was my introduction to what it meant to be a personal trainer. So in this environment, the people I learned from, they leaned so heavy into linear, conventional training. I had no clue that training like this didn't work for everybody that you wanted to train. Clients of mine didn't want to come in 3 times a week, every single week, and get their butt kicked. Sometimes their bodies weren't ready and they needed mobility instead of hardcore bicep curls. It wasn't until I began getting injured myself that I started taking mobility more seriously than lifting weights. A mobile body comes with muscles and functionality. A gym-built body is at risk of pulling a hammy when you least expect it. And with that being said, if I had to restart my fitness journey from scratch today, this is what I would do differently. The first thing is I'd get extremely clear on how I want my body to feel on a daily basis. I'm not going to spend the majority of my life minutes exercising or flexing my muscles, so I need to create a baseline for myself. Am I feeling loose? Am I feeling explosive? What about my posture? The answers to these questions, they set the stage for how I'm gonna go about my training practice. The second thing I would do is I'd grab a kettlebell and I'd grab a flow rope. Time is the biggest barrier to working out, and it doesn't make it any easier when you don't want to exercise to begin with. And that's what the rope is for. Because although I'm building coordination, mobility, and strength throughout my joints, it never feels like a workout. The rope helps me to move consistently because it's so easy to pick it up and just swing it for about 5 minutes at a time. Now, the kettlebell keeps me honest as well because it also lives with me. I have to walk past it every single day, which increases the likelihood of it being in my hand. And the moment I pick up my 25 or 45 pound kettlebell, I'm bracing my core, AKA I'm working out. That leads me to the final thing that I do, and that's play the long game. Rushing the results of fitness is by far the most counterproductive thing I see people do on a daily basis. It's like asking for a cheeseburger from a vegan joint. Like, you could do it, but you get the point. The foundation of becoming your best self physically is in the journey itself. It's not a mountain you climb, but it's more of a marathon that you run. And as soon as you realize that, you stop checking the scale compulsively, you stop looking in the mirror and shaming yourself because you look the same way as you did yesterday, and now you give thought to the things you eat. Now you nourish your body for the long term instead of hopping on another 30-day diet or cleanse. This fitness thing is more of a mind thing than it is a body thing. It teaches you how to be productive while you're waiting and patient. It introduces you to something we know and love as the process. Life is millions of different processes, so we may as well get familiar with them and find peace with how they operate. Not only would I get fit quickly if I had to start over from scratch, but I would treat every last step like it's the first step. Every moment, every movement practice like it's the one and only thing I need in that moment. If I had to start this thing over, I would be the guy that's talking to you right now. Currently, I'm building out a community that welcomes fitness freaks, movement practitioners, and even beginners that want to take their physical and their mental physique to the next level, and it's called Fully Charged. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to receive updates when the community is going to be up and running. I would love for you to join, but until then, keep on moving.